Hi everyone, it's Macy, and today I think I'm going to talk about Harry Potter. Now, Harry Potter means the world to me. Like, I read a lot of books, and I watch a lot of movies, and I watch and read a lot of stuff, but Harry Potter has always been above the rest. Like, I just finished rereading the Harry Potter books for the umpteenth time, and so I guess it's only appropriate to, talk about it. Rereading the Harry Potter books made me realize how much I never actually read them before, because when I read them the first time, it was in 6th grade, and then I tried to reread it again. It didn't really go very well, and I only got to the 3rd book, and then I stopped. But now I finally have reread all of them. I got to reconnect with other characters, and it was amazing. So now I think it's only appropriate to start out with my Harry Potter story, about where I first read the books and I first watched the movies, and how I fell in love with Harry Potter. It all started between the summer of 5th and 6th grade. So I go to this day camp. Well, I used to, at least. I'm too old now. But I used to go to this camp called Varsity Day Camp. Now, Varsity Day Camp would have themed days when you would go sometimes. And one of the themes was Harry Potter. Now, me being in between those grades, and I had never really, I knew what Harry Potter was. I knew it was about wizards and stuff, but I didn't really ever read it or watch it. My mom thought it would be too scary for me and my sister to watch, so we never watched the movies or read the books. And to be honest, I really hated reading then. I really didn't like it. I hated it with a passion. I hated reading books. So my mom was like, do you want to dress up for the Harry Potter day at Varsity Day Camp? And I'm like, no one's gonna dress up. Harry Potter, what? No. And I was completely wrong. The entire camp dressed up. It was so bad. I felt terrible. I was like, I want to get in this big group picture with all my friends, but I couldn't because I wasn't dressed up. Because I didn't read or watch Harry Potter, and I was really frustrated with myself. So that entire day, I just followed my friends around and asked all the questions about Harry Potter. That's all I did. I just asked questions and pretended to be the characters, and I learned about the characters, and I really liked the idea of Harry Potter. So only naturally, when I went home, I asked my mom, can we watch the movies? She said yes, so we watched the first movie. And then, because we were renting them from the movie store, but when we got there, they didn't have any other movie except for the Deathly Hallows Part 1, so we watched that. That was a really bad choice, because I watched the first one and then the second to last movie. I was so confused, what's going on? Okay, So I think Harry Potter was the first thing I ever actually binge watched, and just watched all of them as soon as I got back to the movie store, so I just watched them all, and oh, it was so fun. It's really how I got into Harry Potter, but then I realized that they were books. And I didn't know that before, so I was like, oh, there are these books, and they're huge. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I was obsessed with Harry Potter, and I didn't read the books, but then I was like, you know what, maybe I should. So I read the first one all the way through. And then I read the second one halfway, and then I pretended to read it I didn't really read the rest, so I just kind of held it in my hand and was like, yeah, I'm reading this. And then I did that with the rest of the books. I read the first few chapters, and then I just said I read the rest of them. I was so bad. Oh. That is really how I got into Harry Potter. Now that was in 6th and some of 7th grade. I was really obsessed with it right there. And then it was it kind of dropped out in 8th and 9th grade, and I kind of I don't really, I like Harry Potter, don't get me wrong, I loved Harry Potter, but it was just kind of I'm not obsessing over this. I have other stuff to obsess over, other books and stuff like that. See, if it wasn't for Harry Potter, I wouldn't be a reader like I am, because of course I said I read the Harry Potter books, but when I did read what I did read of the Harry Potter books, I loved it. I was just really lazy, and I procrastinated a lot, and I still do, but it's another story. Basically, if I wasn't for Harry Potter, I wouldn't be in all the fandoms that I'm in today, and I have to be so grateful for that. So now, going into my sophomore year of high school, the Harry Potter has just, whoa, the feels have come back, and I'm reading it, and I'm reading stuff that I never knew before, I missed so much in these books that I hardly ever read, and I feel so bad that I'm just now actually thoroughly devouring and reading and thoroughly reading the books. So basically the love that I had for Harry Potter in 6th grade for the movies has now reborn into the love I have for the books now, and it's an amazing feeling. Really, I just need to like thank Varsity and like J.K. Rowling for like just a wonderful experience that I've had of Harry Potter, and it just makes me so happy to even think about the characters or think about anything Harry Potter. It just makes me so happy, and I just love it so much. So there you have it. That's my Harry Potter story. So